Aye, tap in with the gang, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, pull up and vibe. Emoji clapper board, emoji clapper board, emoji clapper board, emoji clapper board. Let's get this chili Frankie IE, emoji perfect score, emoji perfect score, emoji perfect score, emoji perfect score, emoji perfect score.
Today, from Lumen Field in Seattle, it's Week 5 of the NFL on EA Sports. It's the Seattle Seahawks taking on the New York Giants.
With Mount Rainier in the distance, there are few cities finer on a clear afternoon than this one, and we have a picture-perfect day for football at Lumen Field in Seattle. The Giants defense ready to get things started, coming off their first win of the season a week ago. And they'll run. It's Ken Walker. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessary.
The Giants defense back out there once more. They're already down here early as this next drive begins with a 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, Smith. That's complete to DK Metcalf. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Smith. And this will be caught at the 30. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. A big pickup of 38.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Now Gino on 1st down. Catch is made by Metcalf. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. So 3 plays, already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. Here's Walker. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Kenneth Walker with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And they are able to add on. The Giant defense ready to go to work. Lockett, the man in motion. He's going to handle it on the touch pass. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. 1st down. Just a simple tap pass, but it pays off in a big way.
And sometimes the simple stuff causes the most problems for a defense because there's a breakdown in communication there. When that receiver goes behind the line of scrimmage and it looks like he's going in motion, someone either has to go with it or he has to be passed off to another defender. Somehow they didn't get that communicated well, and it turned into a nice play.
These are his numbers from last week's contest. 9 catches, 88 yards, and a touchdown.
And he's able to pull that last pass in, but this is usually a pretty tough unit to try and maneuver against. They're in the top 10 in the league against the pass, and you and I both know there's not much difference between 1 and 10.
So the drive takes him into Giants territory now, 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. Smith now to throw. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it. Smith, an incomplete pass on 1st down. Now it's 2nd and 10. Up the middle, here's Walker. And he stopped immediately there. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down. Here's 3rd and 10. Well, this defense for the Giants, they had certainly had their struggles to start the season, but they put it all together in getting that first victory a week ago.
Yeah, and what stood out to me...
A fight for it, and this is caught. It's caught indeed. A leap, and he's got it. DK Metcalf high in the air to bring it in. And the Seahawks are able to add The Giants defense back out there once more. On first down, Smith. A quick target here, complete to Metcalf. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Now a play fake, and it's Smith. Got a man, it's Brown. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now Geno. They'll lock it with a grab over the middle. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And that will bring up 2nd down. Final 30 seconds of this first quarter. And it's been a quarter dominated by the guys with the football. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. They'll fake the jet sweep and go instead with Walker. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. 42 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. And Geno, meanwhile, tossing complete there to Smith and Jigba. And he'll get nothing there. Stopped right at the line as that will wind us down to the end of this first quarter play. Second quarter now from Seattle, and it is the Seahawks with the football here. As they've got it with a 2nd and 10. To the right side, this is Walker. Oh, fighting off the defender. And they move this all the way down to the 9. 25 yards to pick up there, and also a first down. Smith. And he finds Lockett in the end zone. Touchdown, Seattle. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. The Giant defense ready to go to work. And they've had their struggles already in this first half. Down big early as they try to slow down an offense that's really been rolling. They'll run with Walker to begin the drive. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Throwing now is Geno. He'll find Metcalf. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. 23 yards the pickup there. So the drive takes him into Giants territory now, 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Here's a fake on the jet sweep, and instead a give up the middle. He pushes through a would-be tackler to get about 3 yards, 2nd down. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
And he's going to get this pretty close to the first down marker at the Giants' 36. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. A yard all they need, but it's 3rd down. Geno now to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Noah Fant, 36 yards. And the Seahawks are able to add on to their first half lead. The Giants defense back out there once more. They've got the upper hand in terms of field position. Here's Walker to start the drive. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 10, right around the 9-yard line. Bobby Okereke making that tackle. They work now on 2nd and 9. From the gun, here's Smith. This one into the hands of Metcalf. Will go down as a gain of 6. And this will wind up being a
Good
3rd and
tackle,
3.
twinship.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd down, here's Walker. And he's going to have the first down as he's marked down just shy of the 20. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
Someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot has been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. Back to Walker on 1st down. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. Dexter Lawrence that time in on the stop.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
2nd and 10. Here's Smith. That is taken in by the tight end Fant. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. 3rd catch of this first half for him, and this one is a 1st down. To throw is Smith. Finding Lockett for the catch here on the out route. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It'll be a gain of 16 for number 16. So the drive takes him into Giants territory now. 1st and 10 at the 46. Now Smith. Over the middle, it's complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Up the middle they run. It's Walker. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And now off to the races down the right side. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. 119 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. Charbonnet is not going to advance very far. He'll be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. They'll try the air now with Smith. Touchdown, Seahawks. Noah Fant, a beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Seahawks go nearly the length of the field. The Giant defense ready to go to work. Now a 1st down throw. It's Smith. On the slant, it's Fant. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot. The final shot here before break. Smith going right back to Fant. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. So we'll move right through the break then, skipping halftime and back to the field for the start of the 2nd half. The Giants defense back out there once more. And they have not been at their best so far. They're down big here, 3rd quarter, as they try to rebound and get some stops. On 1st down, it's Smith. Out out to the right. He gets it to Lockett. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line.
Timing is everything, and they work on this cut all the time. They work on all the timing patterns, and this time it paid off for them. Worked him to the center of the field, cut it to the outside, ball's delivered, gets both feet down for the completion.
They give him about 4 on the play, but he's marked short, so it'll be third and about the length of the football. They'll try for the first with Walker, and he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? That looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. And Walker once more. And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
And the play goes nowhere, losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Throwing on 3rd down, Smith. And that's caught at the 25. And he's able to get this down deep on the Giants side of the field. It's a big play there for Seattle. 46 yards. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Setting up the screen here, this is Walker. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. They'll get 4 there out of the screen, and it's 2nd down. Here's Smith. Touchdown! A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Seahawks take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down. The Giant defense ready to go to work. And after their guys were forced to punt a moment ago, they'll try to force one of their own. Walker now on 1st and 10. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 136 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. 2nd down and 3. Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
Throwing is Smith. This complete to Lockett. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And it'll be 4th down. The Giants defense back out there once more. They've got to defend a very short field here. 1st and 10 already. After the interception, here's Smith. Looking right side, and it's intercepted. And the Giants are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line. Well, with the size of lead that this offense has, I don't think that interception is really going to affect them much. But at least for this defense, something small to hang their hat on.
Yeah, and let's face it, they're not even scoreboard watching anymore, right? They're just trying their best to make a play, get themselves off the field, which they just did, and salvage a little bit of pride in this one.
The Giant defense ready to go to work. They'll try to get the football right back to their offense who just punted. So now they'll try to force it. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. Back to throw, Smith. He hits his target, Lockett. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
Well, I certainly don't want to pile on, but this defense has just not been up to the challenge in this game, and this continues as we see here. Coverage, not been very good. Soft in spots. There's an easy throw and catch for another first down.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Dexter Lawrence finding his way through defensively for the stop. So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Now Smith. It's caught. Lockett. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. 22 yards there, a first down.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution. Straight ahead, Walker.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Smith's throw into the hands of Fan. That catch puts him right at 100 yards receiving now, and it also gives him a first down. Now it's Smith. And he finds Lockett in the end zone. Touchdown, Seattle. A great effort there. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Seahawks have taken a... The Giants defense back out there once more. And they've been pretty well carved up, to be frank, by this offense all game long. Just trying to ride this one out to the finish. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down. Sticking with Walker on second down. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. 152 yards rushing for him now, as he has been tremendous all day long. Smith on third down. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. Out of the gun, Walker with it. And he's going to get this past the 50 and into Giant territory. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. And going right back to Walker. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. So they get that one, Charles, on the right tackle.
Yeah, oftentimes in that spot, you're trying to work against the defender, trying to set the edge in the running game, and you're trying to drive around and get your body twisted so that he can't get there. Sometimes your hands get too involved.
And he's going to be taken down. Plus, there's a penalty flag in the backfield. They may get 15 more on top of this. They're down here in the fourth, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration. Not a good play.
Out of the gun, a give to Charbonnet. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's...
And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. Brian Burns flying in there and dropping him for the sack. Now a tough spot for Geno Smith and company after the sack. It's 3rd and long. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And he is going to lose yardage here. 4th down now after a loss of 2. The Giant defense ready to go to work. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards right off the bat, but a 1st down. On the handoff, this is Walker. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
So the drive takes them into Giants territory now, 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. On the give, it's Walker. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. 7 yards there and a 1st down. Again, it's Walker. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. A give for Walker running right. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. 3rd down, now even tougher. 3rd and 13 after that loss of a yard. On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter in the zone. The ball seems bigger, and he's just whacking it. These guys, they've got it going today.
Running right, here's Walker. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th. So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt. And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice. An ambitious effort, but it's well short. But that shouldn't matter a great deal as they still lead by a bundle here. The Giants defense back out there once more. They'll be summoned one more time here in the final. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. Oh, wait, hold everything. A timeout has been called. Seemingly silly with 1 second remaining in this game. And they will take a knee here. Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but, boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And, partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear?
Entering settings screen, you have 19 options. Menu narration option is set to off is selected.